we're jumping in over here. I don't think round 1 I should go to Jessie Cam because that's
Matt,
pretty intense.
I was going to say, you need to do Jessie Cam the whole series, man. Give the people what they want. They're going to want Jessie Cam the whole series. Let me just switch up the teams here.
Go for the quick reset!
Oh! Yeah, you got to go Jessie Cam the whole series. So if you like that's just, it's going to be the mass request over there on your stream. If you want to watch this series of Jessie's POV, head over to twitch.tv/smells worthless.
Chat, give me a 1 in chat if you want Jessie Cam all series. I mean, I'll do it. We're crazy at that out here.
Hey, there's a ton of ones in my chat, by the way.
There's a lot of ones. There's a lot of ones in my chat as well.
Okay,
so
right.
we'll go back to Jessie. Sorry, I gotta. Okay, he's number 1, of course. On
oh
the
wow,
cam.
he's actually number 1.
Jessie Cam is live and enabled. Feel the power.
Oh yes. You know, I want to go watch your stream actually instead of my stream. I might direct the camera. I want to watch Jessie play Rocket League. They're in a bit of trouble here. Kids saved by Yukio, who's been standing out for this team recently. I've really liked what I'm seeing from Yukio. More aggressive, but really, it's all about Jessie today. He's going to be doing the hard carrying.
Yep, he's so far flopping around, missing some wave dashes. Little bit of a circle-y drive here in front of the net, and then yeah, nobody covering the shot.
Communication breakdown for Dignitas. I'm sure that was just a blip, a rare blip in the usual solid defensive work that Jessie is able to bring to the team. You know, this isn't the first time that Jessie's subbed in for a high-profile team. He had a top 8 finish at DreamHack Leipzig 2018. I believe it was 2018. And that was subbing in for Yukio, I believe, when it was still Flipside. So yeah, this is just another day at the office for Jessie. He's used to this, and he's also used to getting dunked on like that. That's like straight off his stream. He's probably complaining about the other player ball chasing right about now. But, you know, Chaussette does like to chase after the ball, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, can we get some Will Smith pain in the chat for that dunk? That was painful. But nonetheless, we go next. Next point.
Yeah, this might be the first forfeit in grid history, actually. If another goal goes in, I would not be surprised to see Jessie lead the Dignitas team straight back to the main menu so that they can forfeit this game and start the next one. But, you know, it's not just Jessie's struggling in game 1. Jorius and Yukio colliding there. They're probably having too much fun. You know, it's got to be an absolute blast playing with Jessie and the team.
We are slowly floating down to the ground in the backfield.
Gravity, Matt. A gravity recovery.
Gravity recovery, just like gravity shots. Ooh, that's a demo on Joria's in front of the net by Chaussette. And we got a 3-0 game for Oxygen.
Yeah, Oxygen are playing so well. That's a great pass by Jessie, feeling generous in game number 1. But honestly, the fact that Oxygen are able to put 3 past Dignitas, who have upgraded to Jessie on the roster, shows you how well Oxygen are playing today. This could be, you never know, this might be the week where they're able to get that win. They're still within touching distance of Vitality in the overall standings, but they do need Vitality to get eliminated, I believe, in the group stage. They can't allow Vitality to go to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, or else Vitality will take top spot in the grid overall. Yeah, Oxygen need anything they can get just for their confidence, because despite making it into the major for EU this season in RLCSX, that's a beautiful flick by Astral.
Yeah,
you know,
luckily Jory has made it back in time because it was a double commit from Yukio and Jessie on that flick.
Yeah, probably the double commit by Yukio, really. It was Jessie's ball, obviously, to go for. Yes. What was Yukio thinking? You know, I was just going to mention very quickly, we were talking about last week about how Oxygen might need to win this grid in order to make the EU major, but luckily for them, they have barely scraped into the EU major, 16th seed from the regional events, despite not making any of the playoffs for the regionals this split. So they just got enough points there to make it in. I think by barely missing playoffs a few times.
Joria's nice catch there in the air, not able to convert. Jessie is spending a lot of time without boost here.
He's leaving it for everybody else, Matt.
Is very generous.
Jorius and Yukio need a lot of boost, so Jessie's leaving them all the boost pads, big and small, so that they have no excuses. A very economical player.
100%. Just very, very economical, emotionally stable, strategic. 100% strategic. Jessie on the back wall here.
A consistent ranked monster. Please interview Jessie after the loss. What do you mean after the loss? They're making the comeback. They're just setting up the reverse sweep. Jessie's all about the content, you know? He's a content creator first, a hard carry in professional 3v3 second. So there's nothing better for content than letting the other team win twice and then reverse sweeping them.
That's right.
Especially when you're playing against your biggest rivals, the team that stole your star player, Astral.
Made way for your new star player, Jessie.
Indeed, yeah, they thought Jarius was going to be the new star player. Little did they know, Jessie was the star the whole time. Yeah, as you can see by the scoreboard, Jessie is in fact carrying. He's at the top, and it really is up to Jarius and Yukio to step it up here. They're not doing enough. Jessie has been, I think, the best player on the pitch. Unfortunately, Yukio and Jarius have been completely helpless. They haven't been able to keep up.
Oh man, great comment in chat. Chat, imagine Jessie with boost though. That is rich.
So he's managed to top the leaderboard with no boost all game. Oh my. So he's playing hard mode here. No boost in game 1. Still able to get more points than Jarius and Yukio. Jarius and Yukio, what have you been doing all season?
He went from casting to playing. Actually, that's one of the best crossovers of all time.
Did Panda sub into the casting booth for the Dignitas stream as well? Because I know it's usually Leaf and Jessie on there.
Jessie stopped doing it actually.
Oh yeah, actually it was Leaf and Hercules, or at least Yukio's girlfriend. She's a Dignitas content creator as well, so I think she was doing it last week, wasn't she? Chat, anybody able to confirm that? You know, maybe Panda stepped in as a commentator to show them how it's done. Oh, if only Jessie had been on the end of that infield pass, it would have been 1-0 Dig. Unfortunately, it was Jarius, the 1v1 main. He's going to hate me for saying that.
Little banger here off to the side from Yukio. Jessie decides to let that ball roll through for Jarius. Continues with the unselfish plays.
It's a very supportive player. Now, again, going to fake it so Jarius can get another touch. This is going to build up Jarius' confidence. Not only is he getting to touch the ball a lot more, so his mechanics are going to be warming up, but he also just knows that his teammate has full confidence in him there. I'm actually very surprised to not see the faking quick chat from Jessie, just to make absolutely sure that nobody thinks he's whiffed.
Yeah, it is really actually weird that we haven't seen him use it several times now.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of fakes coming out.
Yeah, he's been doing it all the time.
Maybe just automate that.
Oh no! A collision. Yukio's driven into Jessie. It's fine though. Jessie recovers despite his teammates' best efforts to throw the game. What is Yukio doing? Doesn't he know Jessie is the dribbler of the team, and that was probably just a free goal for him?
I think it's a ploy. I think they're trying to get Oxygen to let their guard down, thinking, oh, these guys aren't even communicating.
Oh!
What a pass back by Jessie. Jarius flew way too fast past the goal line there.
Yeah, that pass was absolute perfection. Jessie, once again, the troublemaker that Oxygen are going to need to try and figure out. This has been a much closer game. You know, it's one thing to send it into a 0-2 scoreline for content, but they probably want to do it by losing maybe 1-0, 2-0 here, not another 4-0 game, just to start swinging it in the right direction. So plan is going perfectly here for Dignitas. It's Jessie the mastermind. He's the master of puppets here, and everybody's just playing his game. Oh! Ooh. Oh, it's in! What a read by Farah. Well, I don't know if he just read it or hoped that it would bounce cleanly off the post, but big dunk onto Jarius. Fortunately, Jessie wasn't there to back him up.
I mean, he can only be in so many places at once, Johnny.
True.
I mean, he's trying. He's trying. He is all over right now. He is trying to be all over. But, you know, the rest of Dig has to step up to the level of Jessie Esports.
Yep. You know, Jessie's kickoff there was spot on. Managed to kill the ball dead center of the field. Unfortunately, his teammate cheating did not have enough faith. Jorius just drove off to the side. He should have known that Jessie was going to be able to stop that ball dead in the center. He probably called it in comms well in advance. But yeah, it's taken a while here for Jorius and Yukio to get onto Jessie's level, to start reading his game. So this is definitely higher level than they're used to playing with Panda.
Yes, it's a whole new level. I mean, there's levels to this stuff, Johnny. It's it's kind of incredible, the level of experience that Jessie brings to this. You know, since when have these guys been able to get a pep talk from somebody who was there at Season 1, just flying like a Dutchman?
Carrying Vogan and Dogu all the way to the top 4.
Yes, like, those people. I remember them.
Oh, that's not the best position for
Jessie.
Yukio.
Jesse with the pass down to Yukio, and he completely whiffs.
Yeah, this was a really sick back pass. Nobody would think of going for a back pass in this position. Clearly, Yukio just isn't used to seeing that kind of play. He was off the goal line. Had he been a little bit further back, that pass would have been perfectly hit for him, and the counterattack would have been underway. Instead, it's now 3-0 for Oxygen. Dignitas continue to struggle. Jesse's bumping Farah. He's got him locked up. It's wide open, but Yukio's just not there in time. Again, the lack of faith that Jesse's center ball play is going to come to fruition.
You know, when Jessie sets up a play, Dig has to be much quicker to transition to scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, you put a shot on net there, Jessie is not going to let Farah save it.
Yeah, you know, it's probably reaching the stage. I don't know. I don't think Jessie realized how hard he was going to have to carry when he came in today. Probably thought, you know, Yukio and Jarius, they've been practicing 3v3 all season. They're going to be able to do, you know, something positive here. But little did he realize, he's going to have to do it all himself. It's reaching the point in the match where he not only has to play his own car, he also has to tell Yukio and Jarius where to go at all times. So his words per minute, I think, going to need to reach a level that I've never heard from him before. It's, you know, certainly in English. It's okay, there we go. Jory is clearly under Jesse's command here. He said, Jarius, go for the break rotation here. Nice. Okay, now shoot. Perfect. There we go. 1-3. Dignitas finally on the board with Jesse's shot calling.
I think I heard him say upper 90, please.
I think what he actually said was, open! Open!
Jarius, what are you doing? And then he's like, okay, Jessie, I'm sorry, I'll score.
Yeah, see that? When
typically how that goes.
Jarius definitely would have missed if Jessie didn't shout that the goal was open. Open. He would have missed. Jesse's making an option here. Is Jarius going to see him? Oh, what challenge by Azrael. That's really creative. Flew all the way up to the ceiling just to jump off it and fly back down into the challenge. What a fake by Jessie, but Yukio again unable to read it. Dignitas need to step it up here. They've ran out of time in game 2. But, like we said earlier, the reverse sweep is primed. This is all, you know, going according to Jesse's plan. The content that he is creating right now is just pure perfection. And, you know, unlike last game, he's deciding to carry this one from the bottom of the scoreboard. We've seen it all, folks. We've seen him carry from the top with no boost. Now he decided to use a little bit of boost to still carry from the bottom, just playing off the, making off the ball plays, and showing you that you can still have a standout game in Rocket League without getting a high score. Maybe. They might save that for later, though, you know? Jessie doesn't, he probably doesn't want to reveal the reverse sweep too early. Obviously, we know it's coming because we're big fans of him and his work. But people who are new to Jessie and his antics, his gameplay, they are probably not going to see it coming. He might throw in just an overtime win here to keep them guessing, keep the fans on the edge of their seat. It's a huge play there from Jarius, no doubt. Under Jesse's instruction as usual.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw there at the beginning of the play, but Jessie had a sick double touch there on the bottom corner of the wall in the back left corner, and really caught Farah, I believe it was, off guard. I was surprised not to see a quick transition to score, but you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the meta to catch up to a player of this stature.
Yeah, that's the other problem that Jessie constantly struggles with is, you know, you mentioned that there's levels to this game, and you're absolutely right. And Jessie's actually so many levels ahead of the competition that sometimes he has to actually dial it back a little bit, because, you know, the most easy way to understand levels in Rocket League is looking at a mind game. You know, a standard challenge will beat a straight dribble. Then, you know, a jumping, blocking challenge will beat a flick, which is a counter to a straight dribble. And then a mind game will beat the jumping challenge, which is, you know, coming full circle, which, you know, it beats the thing that beat the thing, but it actually loses to the thing that started it all. It loses to just, you know, somebody driving straight into you. So, you know, Jessie's so many levels ahead. He sometimes gets countered because the other players are so bad in comparison that they accidentally outplay him. They don't even know what they're doing. So yeah, he's you know, taking a couple of games here to figure out what level to play at, and now it's time to start dominating. Oh, Farah with a double touch to start off though, and it looks like there's another twist in the tail. The comeback not starting yet. Jessie faking another clear, and Farah with the double. That's an interesting start to this game.
If I'm in the Dignitas comms, and I imagine they sound a little bit like Jessie asking, why? And it's to do with his teammates, you know what I'm saying? Like, step up, you guys.
Again, you know, he probably just imagined that when he leaves that ball to go through, you know, he sees Farah flying and he thinks, yeah, Farah's going to try and double touch this, but it's a pretty easy save. I'll just leave it for my goalkeeper. But then, of course, he has to remember that although he would save that, it doesn't mean everybody else in his team would save that shot.
Obviously, Jessie going up there once again to...
Oh, Yukio!
Just not ready for any back passes. What are they screaming?
I think he's the fourth imposter. Jessie back passed it straight to him. Again, the delivery is so perfect. Right into the sweet spot, but Yukio's facing the wrong way. His car was backwards. Counter-attack was just right there waiting to happen. Yukio is just not ready for it.
I mean, the buck stops with Verge. You know? What are you teaching these players? How are you teaching these players to play around Jessie? Like, you know, if anybody watched Phil Jackson during the Michael Jordan documentary, the Bulls documentary recently, you know this is not how you treat a star player. You get these guys to play around Jessie.
Yep. Totally. Here he goes again. Oh, unreal! What a goal by Jessie!
Jessie scores on the board!
Unreal. Look at him go. Did you see that? He bounced the ball off Joria's car, and then it came back to him. Joria's was just flopping around. Jessie managed to bounce it off him mid-flip, and then it went straight into a position he could attack again. That's unbelievable. He's making double touches off his teammates, not just the walls. I've never seen that before.
Johnny, you may have to do the rest of the cast yourself. I have broken my table. Jessie smashed my table in half out of celebration for that incredible goal.
Oh, accidental tilted. Here he comes again. Jessie with a huge shot. Surely. Oh my goodness, how did Astral save that? The power was unbelievable. I was ready for another celebratory Jessie smash.
Huge 50-50 at the midfield. Yukio takes possession of the ball and just gives it away. Dang.
They're just going to find Jessie. Here he comes again. Oh, they were almost through. Jessie is lurking in the opposition half. He's decided it's time to just quit defending. His back passes aren't working. His faking. His teammates can't read that. He's got to get into the final third. He's got to get up front and tell his team to pass the ball to him. It's, you know, one goal in the next minute or they will drop 3-0. Jessie pre-jumps. Jarius missed him. Oh, Jessie pre-jumped to the perfect location, but Jarius just wasn't able to land the pass. So close once again. Oh, huge fake. Now it's through to Jarius. Jessie is making plays everywhere he goes. But what is Jarius doing? He's just giving it away. Jessie with the perfect delivery to him. And that's how you say thank you? I think it's time to bench Jarius after that. That was unacceptable.
Oh, poor Jessie. Poor Jessie's back. Poor Jessie's backpack. Trying to carry these heavyweights up a mountain right now. Nice pass there from Jessie. Clearly Jessie sets up the play, but Jorius fails to convert.
Yeah, once again, Joria's position on the Dignitas lineup is being questioned here. Maybe that's the real play here for Jessie. He's subbing in for Panda today. probably going to be subbing in for Jarias in the next tournament if things keep going the way they are.
I just have more questions than I have answers right now.
Only questions. But you know, I think this is just Jessie once again scripting this in a more crazy way than we could even imagine. We anticipated a reverse sweep here, but evidently they are going the lower bracket run. Jessie's decided that they're going to get the maximum content out of this stream. GGFS from Jessie, whatever that means. And he is out of the lobby. He's got to go fix his table. We had a celebratory Jessie smash. I think he had a couple of angry ones. But still, the fact he was able to play out the rest of that game while his monitor was, you know, sitting sideways and half broken on the floor, it's another feather in his cap there. But yeah, I'm sure Jessie was top of the leaderboard before he left the game here, no doubt. Obviously, when you leave the game, your name disappears from the scoreboard, but
100%.
he would have been up there. He definitely would have been top.
Yep, and I think that, yes, chat, GGFS. We definitely need to be spamming that for sure.